All right, market replay for Friday, February 24th. On this one, I don't really know what's going to happen. I haven't studied the chart yet, so we'll see how this goes. You've got from the morning, you got the trend, and then you've got some break into a new low here, so we'll see if we're setting up for a reversal or not, or if we're looking for another new low. Kind of looks like that could be played out already. Maybe that's the trend. And a first entry short, a second entry short. I didn't really like it because you had busted through this EMA pretty easily, and then this move is down into the EMA. I just wasn't a fan. But that could be a failed, and this could be a failed. And then a break to a new high. So that's what that looks like there. Try to get in right there. See what happens to me. Yeah, that worked out. So let's see why that worked out. I mean, this is what's difficult, right? Is this a first entry short, second entry short? Hold on. I didn't even make myself a target yet. Yeah, we're about where I want to be anyway. Let's try to get one extra tick out of it. Yeah. So is this a first entry short, second entry short, and you're supposed to go short, right? Or is this a failed and then a failed? Well, that is what's so difficult. So what you're looking at, I guess, is the bigger picture. I mean, you've had a break of this big trend, and so at this point, you're kind of expecting it to reverse a little bit. And this is a nice move up. And this is not much of a move down, so I mean, that looks more like a failed entry to me. And the way you busted through the EMA, and then when it pulled back here, you would be going short into the EMA, because this is where you would want to go short, right here where you see this crosshair. That's where you'd put your short, but you would be going short right into the EMA on what looks like a reversal, and that's the hard part, is you have to know what that looks like. But anyway, so now we've got a break at a new high, and we'll have to see if anything else interesting happens. You're kind of expecting it to start a downtrend now. Yeah, of course, it could be a short downtrend. And you've got an entry. Is that a one entry long or a failed? And now you're looking for another failed, or are you looking for an entry long? Well, it's usually best just to stick with the overall trend. And at the moment, that would be up. So that's what I'm looking for. We haven't gone through the EMA, so I'm not real excited about a short unless it busted through the EMA and then came back and gave me a second failed entry long. Then it would look good to me. But right now, I'm looking for more of a second entry long, not a failed second entry short. And honestly, I should have, I guess that works out there. So we'll do that and that. That looks like that could be something. That looks like a second entry long, so we'll get in there. Target would be at the top of this trend, so that's looking good. That doesn't look good. But I'm expecting it just to kind of bounce there and go up. We'll see what happens. Ah. If I followed my own rules, what do we got here? We haven't had a break in a new low of that little trend. So it's possible that we went long too early. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, we did it right. So you get, what, a quick 4 points that morning. It's not bad. It'd be a good place to call it a day if I was trading. I just like, I like getting two good victories and then moving on with my day. But so let's kind of review what's happened so far. You've got this move, and it's looking like a reversal pattern because you break through the EMA, you come back, and that gives you that failed. There's the first failed entry short, second failed entry short. So you go long there. And then when it gave you that peak, that's when I should have drawn the trend line there, pulled it down. Or yeah, you could have drawn the trend line there and pulled it up. It would have worked out either way. Would give you this new trend, and so you've got a first entry long, and then off the EMA a second entry long. That's why you're not looking for a failed short, because you haven't gone through the EMA. It doesn't look like a reversal pattern. Yeah, you didn't get a break of this little guy, but that's so small that I don't know if you can really consider that a trend. And this looks more like a reversal here. You've got that, but it hasn't gone through the EMA yet. So I would still be looking to go long. And I've got the market moving at 4 times speed right now, which is a little bit more difficult to get your head on straight. Let's see here. You have something definite happening here. But this could be the break. Like, you think this is the bigger trend, right? So this, you're really waiting for a break and a new high. That's what you're really waiting on, more than anything. But that's not a good signal bar here. So I wouldn't have had my long here. If it goes up to a new high, so be it. Now that's looking more like a reversal now. I haven't had the break in the new high, so I'm not real excited about it. And it broke this trend and went to a new low. So if I go short here, I could get caught right there. And that makes it even more tempting. I would rather let this one play out without me, to be honest. I mean, you got failed long and another kind of failed long. But I'm waiting for a break and a new high of this trend, which may not come. Maybe this is a reversal and I missed it. But that's the reason why I didn't go short here, even though you've got a nice bearish bar here. You've got this kind of nice bearish bar. But with a break of this downtrend already and no break to a new high, it just looks like trouble. And again, I didn't go long here because it went through the EMA and then gives you a crap signal bar. So I'm not going to consider this a second entry long. It's still kind of looking shortish. Could be coming down to there. Maybe. But now you're playing. I always use, on the last video I didn't use this because it kind of is distracting, but I always use this crosshair because I like knowing exactly where all my lines are at. It helps me find these points of resistance right there. So it came down to this possible resistance point. You're still kind of hoping it goes to a new high. And maybe a better man goes long here. But I don't like anything that's going on. There it goes. And so off this new low, that's a first entry. Short. So that's why I'm not taking that. First entry short. Still into the EMA. This had already broken to a new low. And as nice as that bar is, you know, it doesn't fit into the bigger picture. But this is still where I think it's going to. Or at least to here, actually, is where I think it's going to. Maybe only here. You never know, really. There's a lot more touches there than here. speed this up so this video doesn't get too long. Let's let this play out and then call it a day. Bounce is there, which means it's very tempting to go long now if that gives me a good signal bar. It does not. Are you just going to go short? Where are you going? That's a nice signal bar. Oop, that's where I want to go long. I believe, anyway. And possible there for my target. Let's see what happens. Maybe I made a mistake. Let's go speed up. Play me out. What happens? Yay. So you got that there. Break even. See if it gives us a chance to make more money. It does not. And then, like a son of a bitch, it goes. Where did you stop out? Right there. Is that where you're going to come back on? Yep. So we knew that was a possibility for it to pull back there. And then it just kind of plays around here. You've got a first entry here. This would be a second entry. You got this resistance here, so I would leave it alone. And if it broke to a new high, I mean, you don't really have room to get out. Because, yeah, it worked out. You would have been fine. But that's why I didn't take it. Because you would have been gone 23.57.25. There wasn't room to get out. Plus, you had this potential resistance here. So, I let it go. And now it's looking great. But that's just how it works. So, let's call that a day. Hope this has been helpful. This is Doug. Peace out.